Whether you're a weekend gardener or a full-time farmer, the prospect of pests wiping out your crop is certainly not a good feeling.
For decades, catching and counting those bugs was really low tech, but a company at the Purdue Research Park thinks it is time for an upgrade. News 18 this morning heads to a local apple orchard to see a new trap generating some buzz.
These apples right in here have been planted now about 6 years.
Perry Kirkham is not a farmer by trade, but the owner of Weah Creek Orchard says it's not hard to figure out why people like apples.
They're easy to eat. I think one of the things people like about them is they've got that snap when you crunch into them. It's just a very tasty snack.
And it's not just people who think so. Pests are also apple lovers, leaving Kirkham to worry about what they can do to his crop.
There's not too much worse than biting into an apple and seeing half a worm.
Kirkham has not had much trouble with bugs in the past, but 45,000 apples will be picked at his farm this year, so he needs some help with quality control. Recently, he partnered with Spencer Technologies out of the Purdue Research Park, and 2 Z-traps now hang in his field.
Basically, that thing flies in there, and that runs a zap through it, just like the old bug lights of long ago.
Key account manager Phil Zimmerman is describing the Z-trap, which doesn't sound so special until he says this.
All the computer inside of this takes care of running an algorithm to see what it's looking for. It stores it on there, and then once a night it dials into the internet and brings that up to our software so you can visualize what's going on out in the field.
That is a far cry from the dominant sticky trap used on farms for decades. Not only can the Z-trap detect what type of bug it kills, but it can map out your field and send all of that data to a tablet or phone.
Yep, there's,
what are you looking at?
Right here's a moth. Can get him out of there. And some flies.
Farmers are always trying to answer 2 questions about bugs. How many do I have, and where are they? But that's all leading to the big question, how much pesticide should I spray?
We try to avoid the spray as much as we can, but of course, if you have to, you have to.
Technology like this, Spencer hopes, will reduce the amount farmers have to spray, which cuts cost and can improve health of plants and humans. But ultimately, for Kirkham, it gives him something that doesn't grow on trees.
Confidence is the biggest thing that we lack. So that's the biggest difference we have between where we are now and where we want to be is what's our next step?